So two cars, which one's going to be cheaper over the 140,000 miles? So what we'll want to do is we'll want to calculate the cost in gas for each of these cars, and then add that to the startup cost, like the 40,000 and the $30,000. So the cost in gas for the hybrid. To do that, we're going to find out how many gallons we need. Sorry, further on down it tells us how much it costs per gallon. So that's another piece of information we need. Okay, the hybrid car. So we got 140,000 miles. What we want to know is dollars. Those are the end units we want. We're talking about costs for each of these. So it's 140,000 miles. We need to convert this into dollars. And that's where we can use this conversion factor. That's 35 miles per gallon. We can make the miles units cancel out, but we wouldn't make them cancel out if we multiplied it by miles, by the 35 miles per gallon, right? Because to make units cancel out, they need to be in opposite spots of the fraction. These don't cancel out because they're both on the top. So we can switch that. You can say my car gets 35 miles for every gallon, or you could say 1 gallon gets me 35 miles. And this second approach for miles per gallon works better for us because it makes the miles units cross cancel. And then we can convert from gallons to dollars by using the fact that the problem down below says that it's $4 per gallon. $4 for 1 gallon. So those units cross cancel. We got dollars. So if you multiply straight across the top, got 140,000 times 1 times 4. So that's 560,000 in the top. And in the bottom, looks like it's just 35. And this is in terms of dollars, because all the other units cross-canceled. So if we divide those two, so in 140,000 miles, if we assume $4 a gallon, this car is going to be $16,000 in gas, the hybrid. And then for the regular gas car, same approach. We got 140,000 miles. I want to multiply that by, we get, for this other car, it's 1 gallon for every 25 miles. I'm going to try to type out my fraction, see if that's easier. For every 35 miles. And we multiply that by the $4 per gallon. Okay, then these units cross cancel. These units cross cancel just like before. So we got 140,000 times 4. It's 560,000 again. Oh, sorry, I put 35, but it's 20. This is now, we're talking about the regular car, the 20 miles per gallon. So we got 560,000 divided by 20 this time, so that's $28,000. So the hybrid is saving us about $12,000 in gas. So which car is cheaper? We got to take into account that the difference in these two prices. A few ways you could do that, but when we compare the gas, the hybrid saves us $12,000. The startup cost, the hybrid is $10,000 more. So it looks like the hybrid saves us $2,000. That's one way you can make that decision. Okay. One thing to consider there, though, is 140,000. How many years is that? And if you had $2,000 today, depending on interest, you might be able to turn that into, I mean, if you had $10,000 today, you might be able to save a lot more money through interest. Like right now, at the time of this video, interest rates are relatively high. In the span of the last 20 years, they're pretty high right now. So if you were to park $10,000, and if you got roughly 5% interest per year, that's how much money you'd have after 10 years, roughly. It's about 16,000. So it's a really complicated question. If you just go by these figures, if you don't consider interest, the hybrid car is going to save you money.